We can spend a lot of time in our lives complaining about how we got where we are, and isn't it terrible that we're where we want to be? And understand that there's a whole message that if someone knocks you off a chair, that's on them. But if we come back a week later and you're still on the ground, that's on you. And that is a message about responsibility and about things that matter. So there are a couple of poems that I want you to read this week. There was a poet. His name was Robert Frost. Teachers, follow me up on this. Two roads diverged into a yellow wood, and long I stood looking down one as far as I could to where it bent in the undergrowth. And then I took the other that was just as fair because it was grassy and wanted wear. Oh yes, ages and ages hence, I will be telling this story that two roads diverged into a yellow wood, and I took the one less traveled by. I took the one less traveled by. That means everybody else went the other way. I took the one less traveled by, and it has made all of the difference. Robert Frost, look it up. Think about what that means. This is what it means to me. As the mayor of your city, as someone who you have asked to serve you, the thing that I am most concerned about in the city of New Orleans, as I look around this room, you are our hope, you are our future, and you're my greatest fear. Because I'm worried about the number of violent acts that are taking place between and amongst young African American men. Let me throw the statistics at you. People that are killed and are being killed are young men who have decided that they're going to settle their differences with a gun. Put down the gun. Don't shoot. Everybody in this room knows somebody that has been the victim of a crime or has been involved in things like that. Don't shoot. You don't have to. There is a way to resolve differences without shooting somebody and being at risk. Second thing, stay in school. This is really simple. You got to go to class. You got to show up. You got to get there in the morning. You got to stay no matter how aggravating your teachers are. And you got to stay. And then you got to do your homework. You got to do what is necessary so that you can do better. There was a guy, many of you may not know him. He was one of the great college coaches of all time in a little college up in North Louisiana. His name was Eddie Robinson. All the old people with me, I said, all the people who are my age, I'm sorry. Remember Coach Eddie Robinson. Coach Eddie Robinson was the greatest, one of the greatest football coaches in America. He was African American. And back in the day, Eddie Robinson couldn't get a job anywhere else in the world. Nobody would have him. Primarily because of his race. So did Eddie quit? No. Did Eddie say, they don't know what they're talking about, I'm not going to be a coach? No. You know what he said? I'm special. I'm important. And I'm not going to worry about trying to go out to the world and convince them that I'm great. I'm just going to do my thing right here. And he went about putting the best football teams on the field so that he could grow young men into men of character and men of leadership. And Grambling became one of the best football programs this country has ever seen. So Eddie Robinson didn't let somebody set his course for him. He set his course for himself. He did not go to the world because the world would not have him. So you know what he did? He brought the world to him. And he never let anybody take his value and his dignity away from him. He found it himself. And so young men, all you guys that think about when your kids power, understand this. There is a difference between power, who's the strongest, who's the baddest, who can hurt somebody else, who can run the fastest. There is a difference between power and strength. The difference between power and strength is that anybody can be blessed with power, but not everybody can have strength. Because strength takes discipline. Strength takes focus. Strength is the organization and the disciplining of power and pushing it in a direction where you can lift everybody up. Anybody can be powerful, but not everybody can have strength. And my question is, when you choose to go down a road, what road are you going to choose to go down? So I'm going to end with this. Congressman Richmond was put in jail for 26 years. That was bad. 26 years is a long time. But that's not the most amazing thing about Nelson Mandela. Nelson Mandela was amazing because when he came out of prison, he did not spend his time howling at the moon. He did not spend his time yelling and screaming. He did not spend his time continuing to hate the people that hated him. In other words, they knocked him down on the ground. And he decided not to stay there. He got back up. And he decided to become the master of his own destiny. So Congressman Richmond, when he told you about a thermometer and a thermostat, I had never heard that before. But that's a good way to describe it. The question is, for you, what are you going to choose to do? Because you are the ones who have complete control over your destiny and your fate. And so I'm going to give you the second part. Teachers, stay with me here, and y'all follow up. Even though Nelson Mandela did not write this poem, a guy wrote it back a long, long time ago. He invoked it as the inspiration that he needed to continue to walk. Anybody know what the poem is? It's called Invictus. And this is how it goes. Out of the night that covers me, black as the pit from pole to pole, I thank whatever gods may be for my unconquerable soul. In the fell clutch of circumstance, I have not winced nor cried aloud. Under the bludgeoning of chance, my head is bloody, but unbowed. Beyond this place of wrath and tears looms the horror of the shade, and yet the menace of the years finds and shall find me unafraid. It matters not how straight the gate, how charged with punishments the scroll. I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul. I am the captain of my soul. You can spend your time waiting for somebody else to come help you, or you can start walking today and try to help yourself and help somebody else. It isn't a matter of leadership or fellowship. It is a matter of waiting around for somebody to kind of help you where you're going to get to go, or it's a matter of you trying to find out how you're going to help them to get where they need to be. And so I'll leave you with just this one thing. My son tells me he's tired of me saying it to him. That's a good sign. So let me say it to you again. Bad decisions equal bad consequences. Say it with me. Bad decisions equal bad consequences. Good decisions equal good consequences. That's all you need to remember. As complicated as everything gets to be, as hard as it is, as dark as it is, you're going to find out that bad decisions equal bad consequences. And good decisions will take you to a place you've always wanted to be. Two roads diverge into a yellow wood. And I took the one less traveled by. And my God, it has made all the difference. God bless you. You run for yourself.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.